and gentlemen, boys, girls, angry faithful of all ages. It's that time once again for Nerd Sports. This is episode 226. We promise not to change our logo. We promise to not do too many renovations because, well, to be quite honest with you, we like the colonizing effect our show has on people. But with that being said, we're going to turn things over, albeit very briefly, to our esteemed producer, David Dickerman, for this week's Weird Sport. David.
Yeah, this is kind of a fun sport.
Speaking of colonizing.
Yeah. Basically, it's
believe this particular clip was from Australia, I believe.
I think it was
It's Germany.
Oh, Germany, you're right. Germany. I'm sorry.
that just makes me
like
think.
They got gloves.
Dude,
they've got somebody talking in their ear, like, okay, it's pulling this way, it's pulling that way. Like,
yeah.
Like what's hilarious to me is like every guy does this already.
Yeah.
Every time they put the card away.
Yeah, and I was telling David,
if you don't do this already.
I was telling David, I was like,
hey, Maria's here.
Hey,
Maria.
But I was telling David earlier, I was like, all right, if there's no traffic, I'm you always know if your cart's pulling to the left or right anyway, because you're pushing it through the store.
Right.
But yeah, those are those Aldi carts.
It has to be Germany.
It's either that or it's like the Call of Duty weapon skin. It's like it's got a charm hanging off the handle there.
Yeah.
It's just
It's crazy. I could watch that for like 10 minutes.
You start screaming, you pulled it too soon, Sharon.
Right.
Like every guy watching is like, I could do better than that.
And I can do it with a crosswind.
Exactly. Come on now.
First time I did that, right? There was
want to make it a challenge, add traffic.
Right.
Yeah.
But there was a PGA commercial, right? These guys are good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Fred Couples was doing it, right, and he was out in the parking lot, and he's measuring the wind and everything like that, and this is from like 50, 60 feet. He pushes the cart and it catches the brake, right? It goes right into the cart corral, and then you hear the golf clap. And people are like, woo, woo, and he just kind of tips his cap.
That's satisfying.
It is, man. I did that in a Walmart parking lot up there in Wichita Falls. Colin's mom and I were still married to each other at the time. She just looked at me. She's like, "You're so stupid." I was like, "Yeah." But it was a busy week over the week, or a busy weekend. Actually, it was a busy week last week. So the Red Sox go into Yankee Stadium. They take 3 out of 4. And they do it in a very embarrassing fashion. Like, yeah, buddy. Let me see here. Come on. There we go. Going into... They did not update this. Why did they not update this? Well, going into action today, the Blue Jays still had a 5-game lead over the Red Sox. For the American League East Division, but the Red Sox just won their game against Baltimore, and so depending on what happens with the Blue Jays, they either maintain their 5-game lead or the Red Sox trim it down to a 4-game lead. The Yankees, they won last night's game against the Red Sox. It was the finale of the season, or for the series. Red Sox have already won the season series 8-2. So most of those wins came in the stadium in New York. So, That's always fun to watch. I mean, I don't care really. I mean, yes, of course, I would love to see my team go to the playoffs. I would love to see my team win another World Series, but if I have to relegate myself to either missing the playoffs or settling for a wild card, I don't care how you get there. Just beat the Yankees. That's all I care about. I mean, really, at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Isn't that
Um,
all it's about? That's really all it's about. Is just beat the Yankees.
it is. I mean, it really is. And so I don't know. I got to see them my required at a minimum one game this year. So I've had a pretty happening streak going. I've been able to see the Red Sox play at least once. Going back 6-7 years now. So yeah, go me, right? So anyway, Detroit, they had a pretty cool thing today. There was Magnum PI Day up in Detroit.
I saw that. That was so cool.
They had all these people dressed like Magnum, right? The good Magnum, not the new whatever, right?
Yeah,
Tom Selleck gets carted out in his Tigers jersey, greeting all of these Magnum PI, dress-alikes, and I'm like, dude, yeah, that to me, oh, that would have been awesome, right? I mean, you're going up to Detroit. Tickets are probably still pretty cheap because let's face it, it's Detroit. I would have loved it, dude. I would have totally rocked some fucking, khaki Navy SEAL PT shorts and that red Hawaiian shirt. I'd have worn a Detroit. I'd have worn a Detroit Tigers hat for the day. I really wouldn't have cared because that would have been absolutely cool to get my picture taken with, or maybe even getting an autograph from Tom Selleck. So
yeah.
but
Selfie.
do I know?
Even a selfie.
Oh, even a selfie, yeah. I mean, like, it's that stupid grin. Like, let me see here. The Astros have a 2-game lead over the Mariners. Now, Cal Riley, the catcher for the Seattle Mariners, has had himself a pretty historic season so far. He has set the regular season record for home runs by a catcher in the major leagues. He hit number 48 and 49. 49 home runs as a catcher. And I believe that gives him the major league lead. But say what you want, man. Catchers aren't traditionally known for their bat. They're more of a defensive player. So, I mean, when you see something like this happening, it really kind of just warms the heart. So, yeah, it's good for him. I'd like to see him go further in the playoffs than just the first round, but if they're playing Seattle or playing the Red Sox in the wild card round, then fuck it, you'd see ya. But anybody else, yeah, hey, go for it. Because Seattle Mariners, they are the only team left that has not been to a World Series. And you can check it. They are the only team left that has never been to the World Series.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
there's a couple of teams that haven't been to the World Series.
No. Seattle Mariners are the only team in the major leagues left that have yet to be to the World Series.
Not even been. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. There are teams that have gone and not won it, but they are the only team who has never been to the Fall Classic.
I think I was just looking at the. Yeah, I was looking at how many teams have not won the World Series yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a feeling that that's where you were going to go with it. And I'm like, no, I'm going to cut him off. I'm going to beat him to the punch. Bob Uecker. You know, a lot of us will remember him from Major League. He was the play-by-play announcer for the fictitious Cleveland Indians in that movie. In real life, he was a minor league, major league player. He was a professional baseball player. But he called Milwaukee Brewer games on the radio for, I think it was 58 years. And, you know, it's cool to have your number retired and everything like that. But Bob Uecker had his microphone retired.
Oh, wow.
At Miller Park. And
Yes.
he used to pull his Corvette just underneath the stadium into the parking garage down there. His parking spot is now taped off. It's got a table with a bottle of Miller Lite, a baseball, a bat, and a glove. That's classy.
As it should be.
Yeah. How many microphones are actually been retired like that, though?
To my knowledge, this is really the first one. I mean, Vin Scully, I mean, his name is in the Ring of Honor out there in Dodger Stadium, and it's got a microphone next to his name. But I believe that the Brewers actually physically retired his microphone. Going into action tonight, really the tightest race right now is in the National League West. The Dodgers and the Padres are tied for first place in that division. And honestly, I think the Padres actually had the division lead for just a second, because the Dodgers won yesterday and the Padres lost yesterday, and that's why they are in a virtual tie right now. The Dodgers are in Cincinnati tonight, or actually, no, they're playing. They're hosting Cincinnati tonight. The Padres are in Seattle tonight, so those games will kick off probably here in about the next 45 minutes or so. So that's going to be kind of cool. I mean, just to be able to watch the NL West kind of come down to the wire. And really, I mean, this is kind of why they play 162 games. You can go 6 months, and it always seems to come down to like the last week of the season. So it's going to be pretty brutal. As far as news is concerned here,
Is that it?
oh my God. No, hold on a second.
Well, I'm just filling the space. Saw this. While you're doing that, found this thing, and I hope it's not true. Because Johnny forgot to talk about it.
What?
Get into it.
No. That is a parody account.
Yeah, I know, but it's going off of the Cracker Barrel stuff.
Did you see the one that the Robertson family put out
Uh-uh.
for Duck Commander? The old man's been replaced by Phil Robertson. Late Phil Robertson.
That's funny.
But yeah. And then Carter Anderson, he's got that series of videos on TikTok.
Yeah, the fast food fights.
Yeah. They were like, Cracker Barrel, what are you doing, bitch?
Dude, even Waffle House was on them.
Oh, dude, yeah, Waffle House was all over. And then Taco Bell always just steals other people's slogans. Cracker Barrel's going to start off with that. That's not your slogan. And then he goes, boom, and you see Waffle House. And then Cracker Barrel's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay.
I like the Mortal training.
Do what now?
The Mortal Kombat training.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me see here. Yep, that's it for baseball news. Okay, so
here's a
football news.
Yeah, there's a bunch of just they're kicking people out of their teams.
Yeah. Well, we should start off with the elephant in the room. Dion. I wonder how Primetime is going to spin this, right?
Mm-hmm.
His youngest son, Shiloh, gets ejected from the final preseason game for throwing a punch. Not one punch, but 2 punches.
Yeah. And
then immediately the next day, like, they open up the doors. As soon as they unlock the doors to the damn facility, Shiloh gets released. He gets waived by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I think what happened was he got to the door and his key card didn't work. Like, uh-oh.
You ain't gonna give me a phone call? No, not a text, not an email, not a Western Union, not even a Pony Express.
Here's another report that actually happened. It just happened 4 hours ago. Desmond Watson has been released from the Bucs too. The reason why he was released is he's 6'5", 449 pounds, and he missed all of the camps to work on weight loss. Yeah. You don't want to put in the time or anything like that. There's a movie out there called I send it to damn Trey. Or Trey sent it to me. Greater. There's a movie called Greater. It's a sad story, but it was about a kid who basically works his ass off to become a little bit skinnier so he could be play for a college team. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, it's like 2016 movie. He dies in the end. He does go on the team and everything, but he passes away, gets in a car wreck. Not his fault. It was a drunk driver. Anyways, it's a heartwarming film. Saying that,
it sounds like a heartwarming film that could have been better put in an email.
I watched them. I sent videos of that. It's actually really good.
I'm not like, okay. Busts his tail, loses the weight, gets on, goes out for the team. And then the most anticlimactic ending to that story.
It's like, and he died.
He's DX'd by a drunk driver.
That was a true story.
I know. I'm just, life is cruel sometimes, dude. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But we also have another news about the other Sanders kid. And a lot of people are saying one down, one to go. Shedeur Sanders had a epic and record-breaking thing that happened this weekend with the Cleveland Browns. Did anybody hear about that?
Finished with a combined total negative 26 yards of offense.
Yep. I mean, historically, has that really ever happened?
That's about what I figured would happen.
Yeah.
That's what everybody told him was going to happen.
Well, no, I seen a video.
As surprised as him.
Yeah, I was looking at his records of him being quarterback for Colorado. I was like, oh, whoever drafts him, they're going to take an L. They're taking an E on this one. because
I kind of had a feeling that it was going to be Cleveland. I just didn't think it was going to be the fifth round.
well, a lot of the other teams were pushing it not to get him. Cleveland Browns just wanted to, I guess, get the notoriety so they can sell jerseys. But then this weekend happened, like, oh,
Not like it's the first time they've done it.
yeah, they spent way too much money on one.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Browns, they did trade quarterback. Was it Kenny Pickett to the Raiders in exchange for a fifth round pick next year? So,
yeah. Well, they traded him because the Raiders needed a backup for Geno Smith. Because he broke his fractured his wrist in one of the preseason finals, and he's gonna miss like 6 to 8 weeks. It's basically a backup quarterback. So
yeah,
it's
but now this is the last episode of Nerd Sports this season without regular season football in front of it.
Oh, are we going to do the list?
Oh, we are going to do the list.
We are going to do the list.
We are going to do this. All right. So let me pull up the week 1 games. All right. So I'm going to kick it a little old school first. I'm going to there we go. I'm going to write the picks down, and then I'm going to put them in the spreadsheet. Now, in the instance where I will not be present for the show, David, I'm going to make this shareable with you, right? The spreadsheet.
Okay.
Don't fuck up my formula. You just data entry. That's all you're doing.
Don't fuck up my steak dinner, Derry.
Fucking Ed, you're looking for a beating. S&P, 15 minutes on each side, 5 minutes on each side. Bird of beef. Okay.
S&P, the choice for me.
Are you looking to get struck?
I got it. Okay.
Do you want to get striked?
You want to get striked? Yeah, I think he's wanting to get striked.
I think he wants to get striked.
Hey, usually I pay extra, so might as well.
Fucking spare parts, bud.
Fucking 10 plus.
Shut up, Clinker.
Did you really
park down at the end of the laneway and walk onto the and don't park on the property?
He tried. God bless him, he tried.
I know. There's a game on YouTube?
He doesn't try very hard.
I can't believe I just heard David use the word clinker.
Yeah, I know.
It's new. Hey, there's a game on YouTube now?
It's a lot of games on YouTube.
Yeah.
Friday September 5th game's going to be on YouTube. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, but who cares?
I mean, I guarantee it's probably going to be on the NFL Network too. So,
yeah,
there you go. Okay, so this Thursday, the Cowboys are traveling to the City of Brotherly Love
Johnny,
to face the defending.
Johnny,
what?
Next Thursday.
Is it next Thursday? It is next Thursday.
It's
you know what? Fuck it. Let's just get the picks out of the way.
Yeah. Fuck it.
I mean, you're right. It is next Thursday. So I apologize. Lord, forgive me.
He's excited.
It's excitable. Yeah. I mean, look at it this way. We're going to get it out of the way early. So next week we can, if we need to, we can revise our picks based on news that comes out for these teams during the week.
Yeah.
It's very true.
And so Chris has a chance to line up his razor blades for next Thursday.
No, see, I think Chris has already had a couple of close calls this year. He's not going to.
I don't need to be tempted fate any more than I already have.
I mean, it's same with me. 7 concussions. The universe has tried to kill me in more ways than I can remember, more ways than I care to recall. I know my role. I know my limitations. Okay. So there's that. Right. So we're starting off September 4th next week. Thank you, David, for bringing that to our attention. The Cowboys are going to be in Philadelphia against the defending Super Bowl champions.
I can't even describe the level of rage.
Which teams?
Dallas and Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
That's my pick as well. Or David?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Philadelphia. But did y'all watch the documentary on Netflix?
You guys are gonna make me do it now. Now I have to do it.
No, you
No.
don't.
Hold on. David's trying to ask a question. No, I did not watch that by design.
Well,
Because for every viewing of that, Jerry Jones gets money put in his pocket.
Yeah, I'm not watching it either.
And he's the resident fan.
And much as I love the Cowboys, fuck Jerry Jones.
there
Fuck.
was.
I mean, there's a reason why Troy Aikman doesn't want anything to do with him.
Yes.
Well, Stephen A. Smith had an interview with Jerry Jones this week
Yeah,
about
fuck Stephen A. Smith too.
he hates the Cowboys. But anyways,
All right, so Chris,
well, he had a interview with him, and basically, it's that whole Finasco's Marco, how he just I don't want to be paid by Cowboys, blah blah blah. He's the Jerry Jones was the only one talking about it. So. But anyways, Chris, are you?
I just because everybody else picked the Eagles, I gotta go Cowboys.
Okay.
okay. Hey, you know what? That's okay, man.
I'll still cuddle you, buddy.
Okay.
I make this pick knowing full well I'm going to lose this one. That one I am losing. I know full well with actual, with complete understanding, I am making the wrong pick, but I have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, totally. I mean, I get it. Absolutely, I get
I
it.
still hate myself for it, but I'm but I gotta do it.
I mean, it's like being the fat girl at prom. You know that you're going to get stood up, but it's going through the process of being asked. It makes you feel seen, right?
Listen, we could be wrong. I could be wrong.
You're hoping that the second pick looks at you better.
Right. So the next game that we've got is the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the I keep wanting to call them San Diego. They've been in LA for 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
They're hosting the Chargers. So I'm going with KC on this one, as much as I hate to do it.
Yeah. Did you see what happened this week though with KC? Freaking one of the running backs went into the not end zone, offsides, ran straight into the wall, knocked himself out.
Oh man, hate it. But Chris,
you know what? I'm gonna go with Chargers.
changing your pick, Dave. Okay, all right. What about you, Chris?
You're muted, Chris.
I don't know how the hell I got muted. With the I gotta go Chiefs.
Colin?
Chargers.
Okay. All right. So we got a split field on that game. All right. So the actual Sunday games, the lineup is as follows. The first game up for your 12 o'clock games is Tampa Bay at Atlanta. I am taking Tampa Bay on that one because Atlanta has yet to prove anything to me. They didn't do anything demonstratively visible as far as the way of improvement this off season and this preseason. Nothing stuck out as being, like wow factor to me.
I'm going Tampa Bay too. I love Baker Mayfield.
Same. I have absolutely no faith in Atlanta to do literally anything.
What were it was
Tampa Bay and Atlanta.
I need a team name. I'm not gonna go based off of
The
my
Bucks at the Falcons, dude. Come on.
Oh, Falcons.
Really?
And whatever.
Okay. All right.
He's already starting. We're not even fully into week one. He's already freaking starting.
His contrarianism.
And y'all picks us every week. That's what pisses me off the most.
I have a feeling that we may possibly see Colin hoisting the dog shit trophy at the end of the season.
I swear to God. Swear to God.
I've got an engineer that lives down the street from me. He 3D prints crap all the time. I will talk to him this week and see if we can get that done.
That's just.
I'll be like, I've got a request for you, guy. And be like, what are you doing? What do you mean? What do you need? What do you need? Like, okay.
We need a.
I need a dog taking a shit, like a good coiled crap. All right, yeah. Can you draw that up in Splicer for me? All right. So next game, we've got Cincinnati at Cleveland. This one should be a no-brainer, but I'm going with Cincinnati.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Bengals.
Okay, so Cincinnati. What about you, Colin? The Bengals at the Browns.
Bengals.
Okay, I was about to be like, dude.
I'm telling you.
Being ironic for ironic's sake is not very punk rock. I'm just kind of putting that out there. We've got the Dolphins at the Colts. I'm taking the Colts on this one just because, I mean, with Tua still being quarterback down there in Miami, I really don't think that they don't have very much in the way of offense. Definitely don't have a whole lot going for them in the way of defense. They really just to say that they were unimpressive this preseason is an understatement. So I'm going, and plus with Indianapolis, with their quarterback situation up there, very, very, very comfortable making this pick for the Colts.
Yeah. I'm totally with the Colts right now.
Same.
Especially last year, Dolphins didn't really do that much.
Colts.
Okay.
Oh,
That's two unanimous picks in a row. I'm not holding my breath for the hat trick.
You just jinxed it.
We've got the Panthers at the Jags. I'm taking the Jags.
So am I.
Man, we're already starting the who gives a shit of the week, huh?
yeah. Yeah, let's go Jaguars.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is known as a hat trick.
That's the hat trick.
Okay. Ready for 4 in a row? Because here it comes. The Raiders at the Patriots. I'm taking New England.
I'm going Raiders.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow. David fucking up the Kool-Aid over here. Damn. Okay, Chris, what about you?
Yeah, I gotta go Patriots. Are you kidding me?
Colin?
Raiders.
Okay. Even split.
Arizona at New Orleans. I'm taking Arizona.
Yeah, going with Arizona. It's Cardinals. Colin.
Yes, the Cardinals at the Saints.
Hey, Cardinals.
We're doing the picks right now, so we need.
I know.
Here.
I know. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Chris, what about you?
Oh,
is it your turn to be contrary?
Part of me really wants to go and be the contrary and do the Saints, but common sense says I better go Cards.
Okay. Up next, the Pittsburgh Steelers at the New York Jets. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Same.
Anything except the Jets.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's on the Jets.
I mean,
The only time it might be safe to pick the Jets this year is when they're playing Cleveland.
Oh,
Oh my God.
no, you're right.
it's-
Oh shit! I just realized that.
Oh man. The
I-
New York Football Giants at the Washington Commanders / Redskins. I am taking Washington.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah, Redskins. Even though I want the quarterback to fucking win, I want the Giants to win only because the quarterback's my.
So are you taking the Giants?
No, I'm taking the Redskins.
You're gonna go with the Redskins. Okay.
I don't
Yes,
make.
we know, ladies and gentlemen, that they are the Commanders and that it's probably not very PC to say Redskins. But I mean, if you've watched, hold on. If you've watched this show for any longer than 5 minutes, hello, we've fucking met. Hi, my name's Johnny. I don't give a fuck.
Listen, it's good enough for the Blackfoot Nation.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
grew up basically on the fucking reservation.
I mean,
Close to it for most of my life. Yeah, they're the damn Redskins.
yeah.
You go on the reservation and look anywhere, and you will see Redskins jerseys and paraphernalia freaking everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Blackfoot Nation is very proud of that.
Yeah. So next we have got the Tennessee Titans at the Denver Broncos. I'm not going to call them the Donkeys this year because I like Bo Nix. Their quarterback is a fucking stud.
Yeah,
I'm taking Denver in that game.
I'm also only because they're playing the Titans basically.
Okay.
They're shit the bed.
you got that too.
What about you, Colin?
What?
Oh my lord!
I'm so sorry. I thought we were still on the last. I thought. Wait,
Because you're not listening.
I
son.
am. What?
You got
The
your
Titans at the Broncos.
Oh, Broncos. I'm sorry. I thought
Okay.
we were still on
No,
Washington.
We're busting
No.
these. Like,
Okay, so just for you, Colin, just for you, we're moving on to the next game. We've got the 49ers at the Seahawks. I'm taking the Niners.
Yes.
Seahawks.
Okay.
I'm calling on this one, Seahawks.
All right, even splits. All right. All right, we have got the Detroit Lions
Lions.
at
I don't care.
at the Green Bay Fudge Packers. I'm going Detroit.
Oh shit! That's
Yeah.
right.
I'll go Detroit.
I forgot that too. Did you see what happened this weekend with the Packers and the Seahawks?
Can we get through the
Detroit.
picks first before we start talking about that?
Go ahead.
Okay. Colin, what about you?
I literally did Detroit. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to think of the word.
All right, next. This is going to be, I'll admit, a little bit of an emotional pick, but it's kind of a gut feeling
it's-
more than anything else. It's
No,
the
it's not an
Houston
emotional
Texans.
pick. That is not an emotional pick.
The
I'm not
Houston Texans at the LA Rams.
I'm not going to let you do yourself like that. It's the Texans. We're going with the Texans. They're a good team. Rams suck. Fuck them. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm taking the Houston Texans. Obviously,
So am
David
I.
is too.
Yes. Texans.
All right.
Thank God I didn't have to kill anybody today.
Okay. We've got Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills with the newly minted, newlywed Josh Allen married to Haley Stanfield.
I still feel sorry for him for that movie. But I'm going with the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills on that one too. What
Yeah.
about you?
Once upon a time, I would have said the Ravens, but I got to go Bills.
Oh,
He's got some
Colin.
pent-up anger.
I'm gonna go
Colin's
with
got-
Bills.
Okay, I was like, dude, he's got that
You
look in his
thought-
eye.
Get
you
that
thought-
crazy look in his eyes.
And the very first Monday night football game of the year, we have got the Minnesota Vikings going to the Soldier Field in Chicago to play the Bears. I'm taking Minnesota. As much as a train wreck as Minnesota is this year, especially from their cheer squad up,
Oh God.
I don't think I don't think
Bears.
Chicago's got it.
Their team's still good.
Not who? Bears?
No, Vikings.
Vikings. Okay. I was gonna say
I want to see. Okay, on this game right here, I want to see what the new head coach does, because he's the what was it? Old defense old offensive coordinator for the Lions.
Right. Colin, who are you taking?
Could be interesting.
I'm gonna go with the Bears on this one
Really?
to see
You
how
were all over the Minnesota
to-
Jock last year,
to
dude.
to,
He
to
was.
see the playing field for the Vikings this year.
No. They're playing in Chicago.
No, I meant as in like I want to see how they do in this game, and then that'll determine my picks for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, okay. So because I'm dedicated to this show, now minus any kind of like work scheduling conflicts, I was offered the opportunity to go to the Monday night game next month here in Houston. I turned it down
Oh,
because I want to be here. I want to be here with you lovely people.
I would have ditched you.
yeah, I would have dissed you people.
Yeah, I just, you know, and
We
here's,
understand, man.
hold on.
It's the one.
Too late, really.
It's the picture of Superman with the sun shining behind him, like when he's doing the like stupid smile.
I'm not gonna lie. I would not have even felt bad. I would be like, fuck you guys.
No, like, and in complete transparency, here is. Oh my God! Hold on, just a second. Let's.
While he's trying to find that.
No. I found what I'm looking for here. Okay, that's it. I have entered the lottery to get 2 tickets to that game. So there. I may or may not be here. Anyways,
this weekend, August 21st, 2025, on Thursday, the Green Bay Packers and Seattle Seahawks had a little tiff. A major on-field confrontation occurred between them. Raw involved multiple skirmishes with the Packers offensive Zach Tom and Seahawks Devon Witherspoon and Ernest Jones the fourth, among the other players, and throwing punches, which included trash talking and pushing. It led to an ejection from the practice. No serious injuries were reported, and the team had a preseason game the following Saturday. So yeah, they had a big fight.
Okay, so we're gonna deviate a little bit this year. So normally I would send David the picks, but because I'm writing them down this year, we're not going to post our picks on our social media feeds because, at least for the first couple of weeks, because I kind of want to see how this new spreadsheet's going to work out for us. So we may end up going back to that, posting them every week. But for week 1, they're written down. If people want to go back and like verify our picks to make sure we're not tweaking the numbers, they can go back and watch the playback. All right. So hold on a second. All right. So you remember the Monday night game that I told you that I was going to skip because it was, I didn't want to miss the show. It was the Texans, right? They were giving me the largest degree of guilt-ridden shit, right?
Tell her exactly what we said.
They were like, I wouldn't have felt bad at all, right? So David's like, David was all, I would have ditched y'all. But anyway.
Hey, do you think we could actually show the practice stuff?
I don't know, but I entered the lottery for 2 tickets. So if I do get the tickets, I'll just take Jake. Okay, cool. There. Everybody in the world that needs to know now knows. So It would be nice to go to a Monday night game. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, there was one other thing that I wanted to talk to you about. It's kind of baseball news. There was a ball boy that was ejected.
Yeah. Let me get the notes pulled up here real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
I just, we already went over everything else. So the ball boy is the only thing that popped up.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to read the article instead of watching the video. So here, let me do this. This is Yahoo Sports. Bat boy seemingly ejected by minor league umpire in wild scene. This is dated 2 days ago. Matt Ehalt is on the byline here. This minor league bat boy apparently crossed the line. A single A ball boy seemingly earned a rare ejection Thursday when the home plate umpire appeared to give him the boot after he handed him a few balls and did something that surprised the official. Umpire Ricky Hernando, had a mystified look on his face after receiving balls and then seeing the Quad City Rivers Bandit bat boy look back at him. Hernando then seemed to eject the individual. The crowd watching the Great Lakes Loons 7-1 victory roared after the bat boy's ejection, which marked the third inning. Wow, did he throw out the ball boy? The MILB TV announcer said. The Bandits bat boy may have been ejected from the game, and if so, that's the first time I've ever seen that. The official box score lists only 2 ejections from the game. River Bandits catcher Canyon Brown and manager Jesus Azuje. That's what I'm going with. Sorry. But the umpire definitely ejected a third person, and it seemed to be the bat boy. It all unfolded in the 7th inning with the Loons leading 4-1. Brown earned an ejection during a conference at the mound following a walk to put 2 men on, and the manager later left early after arguing a passed ball. The third ejection came after a balk resulted in a run scoring to give the Loons a 7-1 lead. As the crowd booed, the bat boy came out to give Hernando some new balls, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell in the video if the bat boy says anything, but the umpire looked in the bat boy's direction when he ejected the third person, holding out his hands in a "Are you serious?" manner. He was like, literally, the pitcher is like, right? and so the umpire then made some remarks toward the dugout. Minor league baseball ejections Twitter account said that the bat boy received the boot under Rule 6.04 Article A, trying to incite by word or sign a demonstration by spectators through his actions. So inevitably, I'm going with the possibility that this urban hero now, I mean, this is going to be the stuff that legends are made of. I mean, he probably told him, I don't know what the fuck you're looking at, or one of my favorite chirps about, to officials, especially at baseball games, is get off your knees, ump. You're blowing the game, right? It was probably something along those lines. Colin has heard me say that a couple of times at the Space Cowboys game over here in Sugarland. So
more than a couple.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, but
we may be missing a really obvious as well, because he did give him some new balls.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, so I'm looking at the picture.
Just
right? I'm looking at the picture and like, okay, so those of us who have kids, when that one kid always seems like he's got to get in the last word and he's got that look of like, yeah, I got your ass now.
Yeah.
That's the look on this ball boy's face. Right. And the umpire is just standing behind him like, the fuck did he just say to me? Right. And then he's holding out his hands like, you serious, bro? Like right now? Oh, we're choosing violence. All right. You're out of here. Right. I'm like, okay, I'm here for this kind of fucking chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I really do. You know what? Here, I'm gonna do this because now I want to watch this video. Hold on. Let me see this. Oh, okay. I see what happened. Okay, so the ball boy goes over
Show
and
the
instead
video.
of just
Show the video. It's minor league.
okay, all right. Here, let me do this. Look at. Just pay attention to the ball boy and his demeanor. So we're gonna do this here. All right, so we're gonna back this up and hit play. See what he did? He's like, take your fucking balls. Like,
That's pretty weak too, though, man.
right? I mean, it's so,
I
dude,
get
it's so
it.
soft, man.
That's I mean, we've had that conversation how many times about having soft fucking umpires lately.
Yeah,
but
I mean, dude,
that's-
it's
come
so
on,
soft. I mean, it's so soft. I'm just like, bro, come on. I get it. You're pissed off because you're down there. You're in single A. Is it single A? It was single A, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
single A.
I do
Go
think that umpires should toughen up, but like I'm like that was so uncalled for like no reason for that ball boy to throw a fit like that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not giving the ball boy a pass. I mean, he's there in an official capacity. You're basically at work, bro. Be a professional, right? But that umpire, dude, soft, so soft, man. I mean, we're talking spare parts. It just, if he's gonna get that like ruffled over the actions of a ball boy,
Oh, he put the balls in my hand really hard.
there goes his social life. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So, but and for those of you who know, yes, that is, I am paraphrasing a line from Clueless. That's a deep cut for you, but that is such a soft look, man. I mean, really. And you're wanting to get promoted to get to maybe call a major league game one day. I mean, come on.
Not like that, you're not.
No, I mean, speaking of umpires and speaking of major leagues, okay, so the female umpire that is out there calling major league games now, her throat protector, right, was shattered this weekend.
Oh shit.
And she took it like a champ. So to her credit, she took a ball to the throat
Ooh.
and shook it off.
I mean, good for her.
I mean,
Still
think about
not
the phrasing.
very accurate.
I thought that the joke wrote itself. Nobody commented on it.
Just one.
on TikTok when I saw the video, nobody made the comment, and it was there, right? Like the elephant in the room.
Mhm.
Everybody's like, she took it without even flinching, and I'm like, he took a ball to the throat.
I mean, she took a shot
I mean,
right in the throat.
it could have bounced off her chin, but no, it hit her in the throat.
I just real quick, I saw a video where these kids gave a bunch of seagulls laxatives at the beach.
Yes.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Also with Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, Alka-Seltzer, X-Lax. I mean, dude, there's all. I mean, that's diabolical, though. It's just like, nope. But hey, to her credit, she could have left the game, but she was like, "Yeah, I don't need the throat protector. It is what it is." I think during the 7th inning stretch or something like that, she might have had somebody bring her out a replacement. And they hooked it up for her, or whatever. But hey, good on her. I mean,
I give her credit. Like that's some hard shit right there.
yeah. So I mean, good on her. It is what it is, but still took a ball to the throat. Just kind of, just putting that out there. Anyways, reinforcements for Super Earth drop in just a few hours, about 3 hours, 6 minutes from now. Well, maybe
Did you see
2 hours from now if you're on the East Coast, but yeah.
there's already people that are watching out for team killing because there's a lot of PlayStation people that are like, I don't want those dirty Xbox players in our games. So they're already talking about anybody they see with an Xbox.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. Okay. I'm not down with the team kill whatever, right? It's like I'm reminded of that scene in Red versus Blue season 1. It's like, oh, I couldn't hear you over your constant team killing, right?
Team
It's like,
killing fuck.
you fucked hard,
Well,
right?
I like the
But
I like the what do you call it? Because the Call of Duty Battlefield Black Ops 7 came out. The trailer
Oh,
for that.
oh, you talking
that's
about
what
how
we have Game Pass
you,
for.
you talk no, you talking about how everybody's like, man, this trailer convinced me to go buy the most expensive version of Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm
okay.
like, finally, dude, finally, because this is. I hate how Call of Duty keeps getting away with it too. It's literally the Breaking Bad scene. He kept getting away with this. Call of Duty has been so ass for the past few years, and they keep succeeding. And it
Mhm.
pisses me off each year. It happens too.
Do you see? Okay, so like,
Stop buying their shit. That's
right?
I'm not. It's Game Pass now.
no. I'm
so
saying
Well,
I
it's
have
Game Pass,
stopped
right?
buying
But
their shit.
like, see where they dropped the Lizzo skin in
Yes.
response to like some kind of controversy. I forget what it was, but they dropped the Lizzo skin for people on Warzone, right?
Yeah.
Immediately, I went straight to the comments, right? And the internet did not disappoint. I mean, people were talking about. Can you imagine the size of the hitbox on that skin? It's like, oh my god!
Liability.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. The campaigns, like for BO, like these past few campaigns, excluding
They're
BO3,
Yeah, they're really good.
they were really good. It's everything else.
Yeah,
Well,
the multiplayer has not
It's
been.
like it's literally like after the like first month, maybe less, is when the game starts to like just deteriorate.
you know what
The
irritates me.
multiplayer's never been worth playing.
Going
Just-
back to the Helldivers thing, what irritates me is the soft take by Sony
Mhm.
of not releasing or you're not releasing a physical copy of the game for Xbox users.
Yeah.
If you want to play on Xbox, you have to buy the digital version. And I'm like, dude, because I mean I went into GameStop today, and I was like, well, you know, see if they're still taking pre-orders or whatever, and I'll just pay for my copy and then pick it up tomorrow. And no, they've got two different versions. They've got the regular base game, and then they've got the Super Earth Edition, right, where you get like an extra couple of skins or whatever, and some like a weapon loadout. The GameStop employee looked at me and was like, "Well, if you want a physical copy, just buy it on PS5." I was like, "I don't want that." Well, why not? They said, because I'm a Halo guy and I want the ODST skins, and you can only get that by buying them on the buying it on the Xbox. And you know, so of course get into that whole snippy back and forth about how PlayStation's superior and blah blah blah. I was like, whatever, shut up. But you know, I just think it's kind of soft by Sony. I mean, really, it's not really soft. It's petty, right?
Yeah, very.
You know, I mean, Xbox is coming out here and going, you know what? We're going to make our titles available on PlayStation. I'm going to pick up the Halo Combat Evolved for PS5 just because I want to see it on the Unreal Engine, right?
Right.
Well, yeah.
But
Okay,
here's the
well,
thing.
yes.
So Sony comes out and says, we're not sharing our titles. We're not sharing our exclusives. Fuck Xbox, right? Then Xbox goes out and makes a partnership with Steam.
Mhm.
Steam is going to put a Steam app on the Xbox and on the ROG Ally handhelds that are coming out later this year.
Yeah.
That is a backdoor way to the Sony PlayStation exclusives for Xbox users.
Well, okay, well,
And so
yes.
Sony in response is like, okay, well, we'll let you have Helldivers too, but you're not going to get a physical copy. It's like, dude, come on.
Okay, well, okay, hold on. Well, yes. It's like, man, I wish that like the Sony exclusives would come on to Xbox because we're giving them our exclusives. At the same time, it's a little unfair to give something and then like expect something back.
Cal Riley just hit his 50th home run of the season.
Nice.
And ignored.
Oh, dude, I wasn't ignoring you. Literally, as you were giving that insight, I mean, literally just got the notification that he hit the 50th home run of the season. So,
Like it's okay. It's like I don't know, because it's just kind of unfair to expect, because Sony, as we know, is like stupid. Like, I don't know. So Sony pisses me off, like, genuinely, but just because it's like, I don't know.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I like Sony just as much as the next guy. I've got both current generation consoles sitting right here, right? I've got the PS5 Slim. I've got the Series X.
I got the
My
PS5.
retro gaming. I've got every generation of Xbox in this house. Okay, from the OG all the way to the Series X. I'm an Xbox guy, but I play PlayStation mostly for the exclusives, and I like my retro gaming. So I've got a PS3 Slim in here. In fact, I just got Infamous and Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction in the mail today.
Nice.
Right. So I like going back and playing the older games. I've got a Portal. I've got a Switch Lite. I'm probably going to pick up an ROG Ally maybe later, like maybe mid part of next year. Wait for the, bugs to get worked out of it or whatever. If not, wait for the new generation of Xbox when it comes out late, like early 2027, maybe or late 2026, is what they're talking about tentatively. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't like the fact that I'm kind of both sides of the fence here. I don't like the fact that Xbox or Microsoft released their exclusives. I mean, over the years, Xbox's exclusives have been kind of mid, right? And then they
I
start
feel
going out.
because, and I ought to add on to that. I think it's just that Xbox needs to take like a very, very long break at trying to make exclusives.
They need to stop buying all these studios first.
Well, and here's
Well,
the
and they're
thing.
firing so many people.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
They're over.
Microsoft went out and bought Bethesda, right?
Any
Baller ass move, right? Baller move. They bought Activision. Baller move.
anytime
Sony and all of their legions of fanboys are like, well, now we're just locked out from these games. No. Microsoft is just going to make money off of Sony. That's all.
anytime I think of like how, because Microsoft's been firing a lot of people recently.
Hold on, Maria. I appreciate that. More than likely, I am going to seek out some guidance from you later in the week. Possibly, I will let you know. I'll send you a message via Messenger, just to kind of, yeah. So, thank you.
At least she's listening.
Oh yeah, I mean she is listening, but yeah, go ahead, Colin. Sorry.
What was I talking about?
I don't know, but we need to get either.
I missed the. Yeah, I know. We're gonna get to joke time. We're gonna get to NASCAR here in just a second. All right. So console wars, I miss them. I like the exclusivity of certain games to certain platforms, but like the multi-platform games, I play them on Xbox. Exclusives, I play on those consoles. But
real quick, I just remember what I was talking about. Real quick,
okay.
Because Microsoft's been firing a lot of people. Each time I think about them firing somebody, I just think back to when they fired the Hi-Fi Rush team, and then like right after is like, man, we want more games like Hi-Fi Rush. I'm
Colin,
like, okay, so what are we doing here?
Do you have your jokes ready?
Yeah.
Rising from the smoke and haze of desolation comes a Spartan. He is bent on wronging that which has been set right. It's the greatest genetic code ever to exist here for your ears and eyes to feast upon. Spartan Colin, I hope you're bringing the smoke tonight. Someone get me a joke.
Why did the orphan get a GPS?
Why?
So at least somebody can tell him where to go. It's a lot worse than you thought it was going to be.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. All right. What else? What else you got?
What do you call a lesbian with long fingernails? Homeless.
Oh my god. I thought he was gonna go with like Freddy Krueger. Or Edwina Scissorhands. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh boy. Was that it for the week?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
Slipping out through the fog of war, this Spartan continues the fight. Your souls have become collateral damage in the battle against the flood of moral supremacy. Leave your expectations at the door and marvel before the pillar of tactical prowess. Ladies and gentlemen, angry faithful of all ages, this has been Joke Time with Colin.
Okay, so over the weekend we had the conclusion of the regular season for the NASCAR Cup Series, guys. We also had the second to last regular season race for the Xfinity Series. I'm going to jump into the Xfinity Series first. Okay, so remember a couple of weeks ago when at Watkins Glen, Connor Zilisch got out of his car in victory lane, took a fall, broke his collarbone, right?
Yes.
Had surgery on it the next day. The Xfinity guys had they had the week going into Daytona. So he had surgery, some plates, and a couple of screws to put his collarbone back into shape and everything like that. He was doing physical therapy twice a day. He got full range of motion back with his arms, and he started the race in the Xfinity Series Friday night. So by rule, if you start the race and they swap you out for another driver, you don't get any of the points, but if that driver wins, you get credit for the win, right? Because you started the race.
Mm-hmm.
So Dale Earnhardt Jr. goes to the CW TV crew and gets a hold of a former driver named Parker Kligerman. Parker Kligerman is a stud behind the wheel, right? He just had some really bad equipment. And so he reached out to him and says, hey, I need you to see if you can get the CW guys to let you off Friday night from covering the race because I want you to fill in. I want you to be the backup driver for Connor should we decide to pull him from the car. And he's like, yeah, let me go ahead and get that all set up. So he did. They started the race. Connor Zilisch started from the pole. He went to the back of the field, kind of hung out around the back of the pack, stayed in the draft. First caution comes out. They bring Connor Zilisch into the pits. It took them 90 seconds to pull him out of the car, take the inserts out of the seat, and put Parker into the car, strap him in, get him connected, put the window net up, and got him out of the pit box. 90 seconds, did a driver swap, and stayed on the lead lap. He came off of pit road. The pace car was coming out of turn 4. So he goes on to start driving his way up through the field. He kind of, because he's been out of a car for a little while, so he had to kind of figure things out a little bit. Once he got figured it out, started stage 2. He started moving up through the field. Stage 3, he takes the lead and doesn't give it back. He won the race. So Connor Zilisch gets credit for a 7th win.
Damn.
Bringing Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Xfinity team, JR Motorsports, their season total, 14 wins on the season.
Damn.
I'm like, holy crap. Like that, I mean, that was amazing to watch. And the headline that nobody's really looking at because Parker Kligerman did what he did. JR Motorsports swept the podium in that race Friday night. They finished 1, 2, 3. That hardly ever happens. And especially at a place like Daytona where you need to understand how to, draft and do that type of racing. Parker Kligerman just absolutely like, and it had a lot of NASCAR fans commenting. They were like, "Hey, can you imagine what his career would look like if he had equipment like this the whole time?" I mean, say what you want about the Xfinity guy, say what you want about Dale Earnhardt Jr., but that guy, him and his sister have built this team, and they've used it as a developmental playground for some of the biggest stars in the sport. Brett Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, Noah Gragson drove for them. I mean, just a lot of these really great, talented drivers, some of which have gone on to win championships at the Cup level, came from JR Motorsports. Connor Zilisch over the weekend announced that he will be driving for Trackhouse Racing in the Cup Series next season, full time. That is going to be an exciting career to watch, because I mean he's come in and he's demonstrated proficiency both road courses and the ovals, and between short tracks, intermediates, and super speedways. This kid's kind of he's the NASCAR equivalent of a 5-tool player in baseball. I'm not saying I'm jumping on the Connor Zilisch bandwagon, but it's going to be fun to watch him race, especially mixing it up with the Cup guys next year. It's going to be kind of cool to watch. But moving on to Saturday night, it was the conclusion of the NASCAR Cup Series regular season. Now, William Byron had already wrapped up the regular season points championship the previous week at Watkins Glen. But Saturday night, under the lights, the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona. It's normally a July race. Traditionally it's been run on July 4th. And there's a lot of controversy and talking behind the scenes about that. And, a lot of the fan base don't like that. But all that aside, the reason why I like this particular race being the end of the regular season, it's because it is the wild card. These super speedway tracks are a wild card, right? Anybody can win it. Now, the closing laps of Saturday night's race, you had 5 of the top 7 or top 8 cars who had not won at all this year that needed to win to get into the playoffs, right? So, and they're beating and banging, and they're trying to figure out which line's creating the most energy so they can get to the front and this, that, and the other. And you had a lot of heavy favorites, betting favorites, get wrecked out of get wrecked out. Bubba Wallace, of course, doing what Bubba Wallace does. He creates a wreck. But at the end of the day, we had to talk about who's on the cut line, things like that. We've talked about this over the last couple of weeks with Alex Bowman being 60 points to the good above the cut line, right? So he was the 16th place driver in points, right? So he needed either to win to get in, or he needed to finish the race to make the playoffs, right? Without a new winner. Well, he gets wrecked out, right? No fault of his own. Didn't have anywhere to go. Just the wreck came to him and put him in the wall, right? So they tried to fix the car. They couldn't do it in time. There was a lot of parts that needed to be replaced that NASCAR wouldn't let them replace. So he got a DNF, did not finish for the race. So his night was in question, right? So either a previous winner from this season wins, and he's in, or a new winner wins and he's out, right? So everybody was watching that cut line. Ryan Blaney, who already has 1 win this year, took the checkered flag. I found myself rooting for Ryan Blaney because I'm like, I want Alex Bowman in the playoffs. But Ryan Blaney amassed 52 points. Yeah, and I'll get to that in just a second, Colin. But he amassed 52 points. It doesn't really help him in way of like the regular season standings or anything like that. He does get bonus points for winning the race, gets credit for a win as far as the playoffs is going to be concerned. But his margin of victory was 0.031 seconds, which at a super speedway is about 3 feet. I mean, there's not a lot of room for beating and banging right there at the finish line. He led a total of 27 laps. Now, Kyle Larson has never had a career top 5 finish at Daytona, ever. He finished 6th on Saturday night. It wasn't for a lack of trying. Usually he gets wrecked out of that race. He's never taken he's taken a couple of checkered flags to finish a race at Daytona, but never this high. I think this is actually his career high finish at Daytona. But Ryan Blaney won the race. Daniel Suarez drives the 99 Camaro for Trackhouse Racing. He is not going to be in that seat next year. That is going to be filled by Connor Zilich next year, I think. Daniel Suarez, I think, is going to take an opportunity. He's going to take a seat with another team somewhere, or he may go to Xfinity. I'm not entirely sure yet. Those plans have not been announced, but he finished 2nd. Justin Haley 3rd. Cole Custer and Eric Jones round out your top 5. Now, Justin Haley, Cole Custer, Eric Jones, Chris Buescher, who finished 7th, Ty Gibbs finished 8th. They had not won, and they were all up there contending for the win with like 4 or 5 laps to go. I mean, it was a nail biter. I mean, I'm sitting up like trying not to pace back and forth because, again, I want Alex Bowman in the playoffs, right? So, but Josh Berry, he had already had a win with the 21 car of the Wood Brothers earlier in the year. But Chase Elliott, he's in the playoffs. He finished 10th. You've got Todd Gilliland, Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell, Ryan Preece, Ross Chastain rounds out your top 15. Shane Van Gisbergen, John Hunter Nemechek, Brad Keselowski, William Byron, and Cody Ware, your top 20. Tyler Reddick, he qualified for the playoffs via points. He locked himself in last week, but he come home 21st. Then you got Ty Dillon, Chase Briscoe, Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, your 25th place driver. And then everybody else after this, 26th on down, we're at least 1 lap down. AJ Allmendinger in 26th, Joey Logano in 27th, Joey Gase, Casey Mears. And it's I like the fact that we get to see Casey Mears' name in the running order. Casey Mears used to run the 25 car for Hendrick Motorsports a few years ago. But Austin Hill, 30th, Zane Smith, BJ McLeod, Kyle Busch. I mean, I wanted to see him get into the playoffs via the win, but he's been snake bitten this year, just not getting the finishes that he needs. I want to see him break that winless streak in the playoffs as a non-playoff driver, just to kind of upset the apple cart. It would be on brand for Kyle Busch. Carson Hocevar, 34th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 35th, Alex Bowman, again, he wrecked out of the race, but he finishes 36th. Bubba Wallace finished 37th, Noah Gragson 38th, Austin Cindric and Riley Herbst round out the 40-car field. So, the playoff field has been set. So we've got, let me pull the standings here for the playoff picture. All right. So your number 1 seeded driver right now by points is Kyle Larson. He is tied with William Byron, and then it's Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano is your top 12 drivers. 13th through 16th, you got Josh Berry, Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, and Alex Bowman, rounding out your top 16 drivers who are eligible to run for the Cup this year. With next week's race is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be the Cookout Southern 500. It is a crown jewel event for NASCAR. It takes place at Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. It's a 367 lap race, 501.32 miles. This is going to, I mean, the Southern 500, their date kept getting moved around. They moved it to the end of the playoffs, and it just didn't feel right, because the Southern 500 it's always been it's a crown jewel event for NASCAR, but they moved it back to August a couple years ago, and it's been selling out like crazy every year since then. I believe they do treat this as a throwback weekend, but it is going to be the first race of the round of 16. That's going to be this Sunday, the 31st. It's going to be a 5:00 p.m. start time on Sunday. That's going to be 5:00 Central Time, 6:00 Eastern. But it's going to be on USA, MRN Radio Network, Sirius XM Channel 90, and then you got your in-car driver feeds on the HBO Max app. That's always a fun race to watch, especially with the paint schemes, but just the overall history of the track and the way that it plays out. Next year, they released next year's schedule, and there's been some notable changes to next year. A lot with a couple of additions. I'm just going to kind of go over the highlights for next year's schedule real quick. Bowman Gray Stadium, which is the Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's a historical, like, Saturday night, like, grassroots track kind of a thing. They're going to host the Clash, the basically the preseason race for the NASCAR guys. It's the race before the Daytona 500, or actually the race before the duels at Daytona. So they still get that race. Let me see here. The championship race next year will not be at Phoenix like it has been over the last couple of years. It is moving back to Miami Homestead. I like that.
Why is the move?
Well, it had been initially it had been at Atlanta for years, right? And then they moved it to Miami Homestead for about 8, 9, 10 years. Jimmy Johnson won all 7 of his Cup championships racing at Miami Homestead as the last race of the year. Miami Homestead's a 1.5 mile track, but it's flat, and so there's a lot of different, like, it's got it checks all the boxes, right? You've got, a long straightaway where you need to draft. You've got flat grounds, which kind of mimics the conditions at a road course, but you've also, it's a 1.5 miles, so you need to have your car set up for intermediate runs like it does at an intermediate track. So it checks a lot of boxes. But that's interesting that they did move that. I like the fact that, again, it went back to Miami, because also too, it starts in the daytime and ends under the lights. So you need to be able to keep up with the track, because as the temperature heats up or cools down, the track conditions change, right? So if it starts to cool down, cars get a little bit faster because the track's not hot and it's not greasy and slick on the tires. Grip comes up, but tire wear also becomes a bigger issue, right? So you need to make that transition, because your cars, you're going to hear the term comers and goers a lot whenever a race transitions from day to night, because cars that are fast during the daylight hours may get tight under the lights because the air is cooler, kind of a thing. It does affect the aero packages. But one of the things that I did that I'm really, really interested to see next year is Sunday, June 21st, the San Diego Street Course, right? It's not held in San Diego per se. NASCAR is kind of partnering with the Navy. Next year is the Navy's 250th birthday, right? They're holding a street course race at the Coronado Naval Base, or the Naval Air Station, right? Military installation is hosting a NASCAR race. And you want to talk about some of the visuals from the track, right? Point of view of the drivers. They're going to have aircraft carriers parked out in the bay. They're going to have ships out there, and just, you're going to have stands all over the run. I mean, because it's a naval air station. So you're going to have, long runways. You're going to have stands everywhere. I mean, it's going to be kind of cool to see. And again, it's partnering with the Navy, because that's the 250th birthday for the Navy itself. But
yeah,
that's going to be a cool race to watch. And there's going to be a lot of patriotic themes to it. I mean, it just breathes NASCAR. I'm digging it. I'm all over that one. So
I do feel bad for any of the poor sailors that are going to draw that duty, though, because
right, yeah. Hey,
it's bad enough to do the air shows, and then you're going to have to do something like that. Like, it'd be cool to be.
Well, you know what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to call a lot of the trainees from boot camp out there, because San Diego is a boot camp.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
And you want to talk? You're going to get some of these guys going through buds, and they're going to be like, all right, instead of sugar cookies, guess what? You guys are going to be ferrying tires back and forth to the pit crews. Like,
damn it.
We're going to make you do sugar cookies and not rinse off before you start running up and down pit road.
Yep.
Chicago Street Race is not going to be on the schedule next year. Neither is Mexico City. I'm kind of saddened about the Mexico City race. I liked that one. It was put on well by the Mexican government and NASCAR working hand in hand. Security was great for the teams and the fans alike. it was a cool race to watch, especially with the stadium turn. You drove through the grandstands. I mean, that was kind of cool to see. But Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois, which is just down the road from Chicago, has hosted NASCAR races forever, but it dropped off the schedule for a while because NASCAR, right? Just doing NASCAR things. So they're going back to Joliet, to Chicagoland Speedway. That's going to be really cool. The big announcement this year was that Dover Speedway is not going to have a points paying race this coming season. They are hosting the All-Star race. Instead, North Wilkesboro Speedway is getting its first points paying race since the 90s. I am here for that because with the owner of North Wilkesboro, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and iRacing, they came together, they rejuvenated this track just to get it scanned into the game. I mean, there was really no kind of like ill-conceived notions of grandeur that they were going to bring this track back from the dead. Junior just wanted this track in the game so that way people could run it, right? But it garnered so much support, so much like an underswelling of grassroots like movement, brought this track back from the dead. I mean, they renovated the track. They kept a lot of the retro paint schemes going on around the track. The wall around it still the red and white that you would see in like the old school stuff. But they modernized like the stands, the suites, the pit area. And North Wilkesboro is going to be hosting the Window World 400, and that's going to be a July 19th race. I love that idea. I love that North Wilkesboro is finally getting their points-paying race back on the schedule. Of course, you got the Brickyard 400 on July 26th. Iowa Speedway is back on the docket. New Hampshire is going to be the second to last race of the regular season. It's going to be the week before Daytona. Now, Watkins Glen normally it's an August race, right? They moved it up to May 10th. It's still going to be cold in New England around May, so that's going to be an interesting transition to see how the crew chiefs, the car chiefs, and the engineers get these cars set up before they load them on the hauler. It was with colder conditions, potentially maybe even a little bit wet conditions. You're going to see windshield wipers on the cars. You're going to see wet weather tires with treads on them. But it's going to be the handling of the cars that's going to be affected the most, especially if the temperatures are in fact cooler around that time of year. Because yes, while baseball starts in April, and of course there's teams that play in that part of the country, the temperature really doesn't start warming up until about late May, early June. Right? Doesn't start really getting that warm. So no, we'll see what happens. But I like what they've done with the schedule. The big thing for me is that North Wilkesboro got their points paying race back. And again, that they moved the championship weekend at the end of the season back to Miami Homestead. So that's basically it. All that I've got for this week. I will go ahead and I'll get everything plugged into the spreadsheet, and I'll make that available for you to look at, Dave. I'm going to lock some stuff down on it so that way it can't be like tweaked or anything.
Okay.
So
what about the national anthem, girl?
Oh, yes. Real quick. Hold on a second here. Let's see here. Where was he here? All right, so it was what was her name? Oh my God. All right, so you know how normally whenever you get people that sing the national anthem, they try too hard and they try to do, their best Whitney Houston impression, and then they normally bomb it, right? Notes being where they're not supposed to be, and yeah, it was pretty rough. Let me see here. I can't find the singer's name. anyways, I was gonna try to reach out. I'm still I'm gonna track that name down. I'm gonna try to see if we can't, because it's a recording artist that just signed a deal. So I'm gonna see if I can reach out, see if, hey, we want to give you some props because, dude, Colin and I were in the car listening to this national anthem being sung, right?
Mhm.
Fully expecting, I'm going into it with a very cynical attitude. I'm expecting to be a troll. I'm like, all right, let's see how bad this girl butchers it, right? Because she's a local girl, whatever. Dude, you get those renditions that give you kind of goosebumps because they're so good.
Yeah, like Chris Stapleton.
This girl knocked it out of the park, dude. She absolutely killed the national anthem. I mean,
Usually
she gave her own little spin on it a couple of places, but dude, it was so seamless. And
usually I trash on pretty
yeah,
much
I mean, him and
anybody.
I mean, you and I both. I mean, we trash on people that try to sing it, right? Because it's like, oh, come on.
I hated when we went to that Astros game, and
Yeah.
I absolutely hated the people who sang
Yeah,
that.
they had an airman, a senior airman. It was an NCO. I forget. Anyway, so she was like Air Force Reserve or some shit, singing the national anthem at an Astros game at the beginning of the summer. And dude, no.
It was
I mean,
it made me
Dave,
angry listening to it.
you know how like the military musicians are, I mean, that's literally their job, right? They've one job and that's their job, right? Is to hit the notes. No, it would I don't know, dude. She was angry that day apparently because she just did not give a
It's about she did about the same job of a guy whose job is to press one button, and he somehow screws that up.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm trying to find that girl's name, but I'll find it. I'll see if I can get her on the show. I mean, it'd be kind of just, if anything, like, hey, look, you're a small time singer. We're a small time podcast. It's a match made in heaven. We want to give you some props. I'll see what happens. But other than that, that's all that I've got this week. I know that we're coming up on where we've already passed the hour and a half mark, so I do apologize to that. Do you guys have anything that you want to say before we sign off?
No, that's about it, man.
All right. Well, just like has become the custom, before we sign off, we have a word from the President of the United States.
There was once a pirate, wonderful pirate. She was a terror on the high seas and a demon in the sheets. A credit to lesbians everywhere, really, a great lesbian pirate. Her name was Bearded Clam. She really was wonderful. Anyway, as she used to say, as she plundered both booty and pussy, scissor me timbers.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you have become privy. You have become indentured. You may or may not be better off. That's up to you, and it's between you and God. But I am Johnny Skelton.
I'm David Dickerman.
I am Chris Mountain Man Jacka.
I'm Colin Skellin.
And this has been Nerd Sports episode 226. You don't have to go home, but you can't fucking stay here. So